Welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sport Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers all around the world and interstate. It's a very, very nice day in Chelsea.
We're going to get into the World Cup. World Cup has started, but firstly, let's talking about cricket here.
One of my friends commented on this a few weeks ago. He said, "Put it on again, bro, because I want to see it again." This is back in 1966. It was sort of getting...
Says Peatling's 131
man of the match, I'd say there.
lifts Rapanyup to win. Rapanyup got a total score of 176, which he top scored of 131 only.
In about 78 balls.
78 balls, and for 2020 style. And also your bowling was B. Peatling 3 for 40.
3 for 40, a couple of run outs.
Did you get...
It was, talking about a one-man band, that was in Matawa. People that know anything about the Wimmera League, the Wimmera suburbs and towns. It was 10 miles from Rapanyup. I used to play for Rapanyup, and it was always a pretty fair neck on those games against Matawa, Rapanyup, and we fixed them up. Well, I fixed them up that day anyway. It was a very, very pretty good effort by me, a young fella.
Yep. Top effort.
PH, that's for you, especially because he likes it.
Special for you. Now, World Cup has started, Barry. So you watched the game Australia versus England.
Yeah, of course I did.
What was the crowd like, firstly?
90,000, just on 90,000. I mean, it's amazing. And there was, I reckon, nearly 1 million people watched. Now, nearly 2 million people watched that game.
In Australia?
But all around the world.
Be more than 2 million, I reckon.
Well, I don't know, that's what they said, but the India and Pakistani game was watched by 1 billion people.
With a B.
With a B, billion, yeah. Because but nearly 90,000 at the MCG for a cricket game, for a one-day game, that's got to be nearly a record, I reckon. I don't think there's ever been any more.
It'll be up there, it's the top few.
I was there back in the 70s when there was a test game between Australia and England. There was about 80,000 there that day. But that was a test game. But this is a one-day game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good effort. Now, Australia batted first, and they made 342. Who were the stars for Australia?
Well, Aaron Finch and David Warner started off pretty well early doors, and I thought Warner was going to go crazy for a while, but he went out for 25. But Aaron Finch, 135, was absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
They had a little bit of a slump after Warner and Watson went out.
Well, it took a while for them for Finch. Who was he? I think it was Glenn Maxwell. Yeah, Glenn Maxwell and Smith went out reasonably cheap for the first time this year.
Yeah.
I'll say something about Smithy later, but Glenn Maxwell, 66 off 40 balls. He's got his mind right now. He's not doing too many of the back flips and sideways and up overhead, and when he bats, he can bat, which is
when he gets his mind
normal
right.
strokes of playing game of cricket. But here is we got a really good start because I think they made 150 partnership with Finch and Maxwell. That's what nearly won them the game, I reckon. Yeah,
very good. So, any other stars, standouts, bowlers for Australia?
Mitchell Marsh, 5 wickets, mate. He made a quick 32, and look, he's a new up and comer. What do you call it? All round. Yeah. We've got about 5 good all rounds around the world.
Should he replace Watson now?
But Watson shouldn't have ever been in the squad. I told you 2 months ago. I mean, everybody. That is the 3rd time Shane Watson's been out for a golden ball duck, which is 1 ball, 1 out.
It may be the solution then for if they're going to bring Clark in.
I reckon they're too risky putting him in because I mean he's been playing the second grade cricket. That's no pressure there. But when he gets into the big time, and when they go for quick runs, it could just go bang and he's out.
So surely that could be a good replacement for if you get rid of Watson.
Well, we got James Faulkner. They got to bring him in.
He's injured, isn't he?
Well, he can bat.
He can bat, yeah.
I mean that's what. Well, he's been taking a few wickets, but he's one of the best all-rounders in the world at the moment. We've got to bring him in.
Bring him in now. All right. Did England ever look like getting the 342?
Never looked. They just lost wickets every 4 or 5 overs. But the big standout for England, he played in a big bash league, this fella, but he wasn't too good.
Who's that?
Taylor.
Oh, the little fella here.
You know, he about 5'6".
Yeah, he played.
He's unbelievable. I felt 98. He should have been. There's a big query about being out or not out, whatever it was. But that 98 runs he scored, it was unreal.
Yeah.
98 runs off 77 balls or something.
The ICC have officially apologised that they made it. The umpires
too late
made
to apologise. I mean, they should. I told you weeks and months and years ago. India are running the rules of the country because when they played the test games out here, they just refused to have that law, and that cost them 3 or 4 wickets. So serve yourself right, stupid India. But ICC, you got to smarten up and don't take any notice of any who was trying to run the rules of the country or the cricket game.
So it was just about him only really that stood out. Maybe Finn, he was a good bowler. Stephen Finn.
He's taken a hat trick.
Yeah, at the end, but it was one of the worst hat tricks you've ever seen.
Well, it's a run out. The run out was included. The run out was a hat trick. Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't. You got 2 wickets and you got the run out.
No, I don't know about
the run out was involved in hat trick.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was, but don't worry.
We'll query that one. Anyway, so who's next for Australia?
You just said England, Stephen Finn hat trick at the end of the Australian knee. That's right.
But which included the run out.
It's a hat trick, but doesn't go down to Stephen Finn. It's just a hat trick. So you could have 3 hat tricks, 3 run outs as a hat trick.
Yeah,
different meanings, you understand?
Okay, I don't agree with that, but anyway.
Yes, you've got to agree with it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
It's wrong. I'm saying it right here, it's wrong.
It's not wrong at all.
Okay, who's next for Australia?
There's a low light to come up here.
The bangers.
The low light.
Oh, low light. Don't have low light on here. On the full. Give us a low light.
Smarten up, people. Shane Watson. I get sick of saying this. I mean, this man shouldn't have been in the side 6 weeks ago. Even Greg Chappell's now. He's coming. So he's had 1 or 2 too many chances. They've got to bring in for Watson. He just has 3 golden ducks he's had this year. I said that before a few minutes ago. I mean, that's nearly a world record.
Yeah.
3 golden ducks from a test player.
He's had his time.
See you later, Shane Watson.
Move on.
The game with Chelsea seconds.
Move on. And okay, so who's next for Australia, Barry?
We're playing the Bangers, Bangladesh, next Saturday.
Look forward to
that should be a very exciting game. I don't think I'll probably make about 600 Australia, and Bangor will get in and all that for half an hour. The game will be over in 2 hours.
You've got to be careful. Every game's
Bangers, come on.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to make it exciting.
Should not be in a competition, mate.
No,
Same as Zimbabwe. They're only in there just to make the numbers up. Who else?
I'll tell you what. Scotland and.
Scotland, oh yeah, River,
maybe even West Indies. Now, my team, New Zealand.
Did Brendan McCullum make any runs?
Yes, he made about 60 runs.
Did he?
Yep.
They made so you got to make nearly 300. So we made 342.
Yeah,
they made 300.
330. Yeah.
They won each by 70 runs, didn't they?
Yep. Sri Lanka sort of fell apart. Malinga didn't look as good.
Sangakkara, what happened to him?
Sangakkara made a few runs.
Yeah.
All the New Zealanders contributed, no one made 100, but a whole heap made over 50.
Who was that little fellow under 200 a couple of weeks ago? What's his name?
Kane Williamson.
Williamson, yeah. How many did he make?
Oh, he made about 60 or 70.
Well, it's 320 they made, didn't they?
331.
Australia made 340, so that won't be beaten for a while. When the good players playing against the good side, I mean,
New Zealand got 360 recently.
Yeah, but when the good players are playing a good side,
it's hard to beat. Yeah, it's hard to catch those.
Make the big runs, but now Australia they're only warming up, and they got who else?
South Africa.
Stephen Smith. He won't fail again. Don't worry about that.
Right, yeah.
He won't fail. That's the only time he's failed in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But some of the highlights, I'll tell you now.
What are we going to?
I mentioned about Stephen Smith's catch.
Yeah.
At short mid wicket.
Yeah, wow.
One of the best catches I've seen for years.
Yeah.
And Brad Haddon keeps taking these marvellous catches. Did you see that catch he took about an inch off the ground?
Yep.
He's getting
that's Steve Smith. Yeah.
Stephen Smith and Brad Smith and Brad Haddon, and Brad Haddon he still makes the runs. He seems he gets out there, he just smashes them, and he's 37.
Yeah, it's going well. Got a good team. Got a very good team.
They'll win the.
Any other highlights there, Barry?
No, I just said Brad had
So what about Mitch Marsh then?
Mitchell Marsh. He's him and James Faulkner, Glenn Maxwell, and another fella. They're probably the 4 best all-rounders in the world. Mitch Marsh waxed a cricket ball, and took 5 for 33. He's about 6'8".
Mm.
When he bats the ball in the pitch, it just zips up. Now look, we're just getting warmed up. We made a
just starting to warm up.
342, and the pitch wasn't too bad, but I think they're going to they just get better, because when they get rid of Watson, for God's sake, don't put him in that side. I won't watch it. If he's picked next week, I won't be watching.
You won't be able to review.
I'll just get.
But what about the viewers, Barry? Just get the paper.
I'll work something out about that.
Just listen to it.
But he won't be playing. He's the most embarrassing cricketer we've had the last 20 years in Test side, isn't he? Last year, it was a superstar.
Yeah.
First pick. Now he's got to be Rodney Marsh. You've got to take a couple of Valium, settle down, and just wipe out Shane Watson at the next week's game, for God's sake.
Very good. Any Cheerios, Barry?
Yeah, I've got some new Cheerios from when all these cricket games we have in the last few weeks. And we've got Bangladesh, Mexico, India's always there. They're number 2. Pakistan, Europe, man, the Kiwis, they're watching now.
Yeah, we're starting up.
South Africa, of course, number 1. United States, England, United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
Italy, watching. Have they got any cricket pitches up in England? In Italy?
Yeah.
And Nepal people are watching.
That's appalling.
Nepal people up in Mount Everest.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold up there. They still watch it in the Philippines. Of course, Annie and Carla. And Carla finished 9th in her class. I think I said that last week. That was a very good effort by her. And of course, PH, Sandy and Carla. So you're all going alright. There's a going up there. PH alright? I think there's that hernia going. You getting that operation organised? I'm still up to about 95%, mate. And how's Jerry going? He had something wrong. Didn't he have something wrong with him last week, Jerry? Yeah, I think he did, yeah. How's it going, Jerry? Alright? But apart from all that, Colin Sutcliffe, that's about all we got. I didn't miss anybody. I mentioned Brad Haddon's catcher.
Yeah.
Oh my good.
So
that's about all we got for today.
And it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me. I'll see you next week.